Hi guys, you remember Zia Yusuf, the former chairman of Reform UK, who quit and then 48 hours rejoined. Now he's of course running the so-called Doge department and he's looking for savings, it seems. So he believes he has found a saving, but there are a few problems with it. He posts here on Twitter, which has almost 500,000 views. Kent County Council is using taxpayer money to pay for TV licenses for asylum seekers. Remember that next time you're asked to pay for yours. Now, he doesn't, of course, post a link to any information we can use to verify this. It's just a claim at this moment, but there are a few problems with this claim. First of all, when it comes to the cost of asylum seekers, this is generally covered by the Home Office. So, for example, the Home Office pays for the housing, they pay for food, they pay for any extras that asylum seekers are supposed to receive. Now, when it comes to TV licenses, well, there are a few problems with him saying that the council are paying for asylum seekers, because whatever accommodation the asylum seekers are being put into, be it a hotel or be it maybe a house, well, the TV license is linked, I would presume, to the house and not to the individual asylum seekers. So the asylum seekers are not getting the TV license paid. It's the accommodation. The cost of the TV license is being paid for that accommodation, not for the individual asylum seeker. So you imagine a situation where there's an ex-hotel. Well, an asylum seeker goes in, there's a TV there, they watch TV or whatever, and then when their claim is processed, they're moved out of the ex-hotel, and then a new asylum seeker comes in. Well, it's always the same TV, and it's always the same TV license. Of course, it has to be paid repeatedly over a period of time, but that license is connected to the TV, not to the individual asylum seeker. And of course, asylum seekers are not allowed to work. Now, does Zia Yusuf support the idea of allowing asylum seekers to work? I highly doubt it, because Reform UK MPs, remember he's not an MP, he's not even the chairman anymore, but MPs have come out against the idea of allowing asylum seekers to work. So you don't want them to work. You don't want them to have the cost of living covered. So how are they supposed to survive? Is it you have to go down the Andrew Jenkins route and just put them all in camps? Maybe that's the way that Reform UK want to run the country. Just move asylum seekers out of ex-hotels or out of homes and into camps. Concentrate them in some sort of camp on the edge of town, where they get, bread and water, and that's it. Look, when it comes to asylum seekers, once again, if you allow them to work, then you don't need to pay for the TV license. You don't need to provide them accommodation. You don't need to provide them food. If they're allowed to work, they're able to contribute to society, and they're able to pay their own way. They're able to do jobs that are currently available. I really don't understand why the far right are against the idea of them working, because they keep saying that they're a burden on the state. One of the arguments they present is, well, that would create a pull factor. But we're talking about people who are already in the country. What's the point in having them sit around doing nothing when they could be contributing and they want to contribute? Many of them have come to the country just to work. The only way they can actually get in is via the small boats, because the visa system has been closed down. But this misinformation needs to be called out. He hasn't provided any evidence to back up his claim. He hasn't pointed to a website to verify this. He's just saying the county council is paying for TV licenses. And unfortunately, it's getting a lot of traction because a lot of people are angry about the cost of living. People are angry. You can see it in the second point. Remember that the next time you have to pay for yours. He's trying to tap into this unfairness in society. Oh, look at you. You're getting up at 5 a.m. Farage said the same thing. Working your fingers to the bone, paying your taxes, paying your TV license. And then you have these spongers. That's the way they present it. You have these spongers who are sitting around doing nothing, getting TV license paid for them, getting free food, getting free accommodation, when pensioners or veterans are left out on the street. This has to be called out. Once again, he's not interested in providing accurate information, just stoking tensions. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.